Rudy Giuliani is not going to overturn the election by bringing people in to swear they saw things that happened that were nefarious. Those things are probably true, but it doesn't rise. And that's what the Supreme Courts and all the other courts are relying on. They're saying, we're not going to do it because we don't know for sure, beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's why this special counsel is so important for the future of America, because we do need to know what happened. And for Donald Trump's own fortunes, if it's proven a year from now that there was massive fraud in this election, he walks in 2024. He walks in. Because most Americans
If it was proven that it was fraud and he won by fraud, that president should be removed.
You can't. There's no vehicle for it. All right? This is like John Quincy Adams against Andrew Jackson, the corrupt bargain that Adams made with Henry Clay. I don't want to bore your audience with it, but it's exactly the same thing. There was a backroom deal made. Jackson won the election, but no, it was Quincy Adams. But next time, Jackson walked in. There is no mechanism to remove Biden once the votes are certified by the states, even if later on fraud is demonstrated. But for the future of the country, you've got to know what happened. And you know what? The press doesn't want to know. This is what really gets me mad. Hide Stu, because I'm really getting upset. The press couldn't care less if it was a corrupt election. I'm watching the CBS Morning News. Is disgusting. Hard news coverage. No. Oh, there's unverified. No. Did you look at it, CBS News? Did you send one correspondent to these places to take a look at it? No. That's the danger to the republic. Once Stalin and Mao and Hitler had control of the media, they did what they wanted. Who has control of the media now? Both social media and corporate media. Who has control? The far left. That's the danger.
Let me give you something from today's New York Times. Falsehoods and threats. Nonetheless, the attorneys general of 17 states, including Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, Indiana, Arizona, Utah, and the Dakotas, have backed the Texas lawsuit. Yesterday, more than half of the Republicans released a legal briefing supporting it. If they get their way in court, they won't. They will break the country, said David French. They are doing so, as my colleagues Jeremy Peters and Maggie Haberman have explained, largely because they believe that defying Trump would damage their standing with Republican voters. By doing so, the politicians are inflaming the public, French noted. And that belief is fueling an outbreak of violent threats against election officials, including dozens of Trump supporters, some armed, went to the home of Jocelyn Benson, Michigan's Democratic Secretary of State, began shouting obscenities. On Twitter, Trump supporters have posted photographs of the home of Ann Jacobs, a Wisconsin official, and mentioned her children. In Phoenix, 100 Trump supporters, some armed, protested the building where officials were counting the votes. In Vermont, officials received a voice message threatening them. Execution by firing squad. Seth Bluestein, a Philadelphia official, received anti-Semitic and violent threats from after Pam Bondi, a Trump ally, publicly mentioned him. A Georgia poll worker went into hiding after a viral video falsely claimed he had discarded ballots. This goes on and on and on. But let me play something that you heard yesterday from a woman in the Michigan House. Here is what she said about Trump supporters. Listen to this.
This is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. We ain't playing with you. Enough of the shenanigans. Enough is enough. And for those of you who are soldiers, You know how to do it. Do it right. Be in order. Make them pay.
Do you remember what the press said about Donald Trump is sending secret codes to the Proud Boys during the debate? This isn't a secret code. She's saying, get them, make them pay.
Oh, look.
I mean, Bill, you don't have a country if you have people in control who are only seeing the fault in one side.
Look, the New York Times is no longer a newspaper. The orders to all of their reporters are go out and destroy Donald Trump and the people who voted for him. And that's been in play now for 5 years. So anybody who doesn't know that is an idiot. But I'll give you one stat, and this nails down any of the New York Times or any of these other people who are attacking people who are angry about the vote. There were more than 2,000 law enforcement agents hurt in the George Floyd protests. 2,000. Who hurt them? Did one Trump supporter hurt them? Was that reported anywhere? You hear that anywhere, you guys?
Nope.
Okay, that's it. That's all. So,
Bill Oreilly,
we're living in a
author.
country. Yeah, we're living in a country that is angry. That's not going to get calmed down anytime soon. And my advice to my viewers and listeners on BillO'Reilly.com and the syndicated radio I do every day is to be a loyal American. I didn't leave the Catholic Church when all of this pre-scandal stuff happened because I knew the theology of the church was sound and the people who ran it were flawed. And I don't care about the people who run the Catholic Church at all. I care about the theology. I love my country, and I believe it's the best country on the planet. But we are in a bad cycle right now. And all of us who love the country and are patriotic need to step back and work to stop the corruption. Not going to be easy. It's deeply ingrained. But the biggest impediment to improving America is the media. Because those are the people that carry the propaganda and the hate and refuse to let the other side even speak. And you saw that.
Bill, I've got to run. I'm up against a network break. Okay. Thank you for your Friday. Author of Killing Crazy Horse. Great book. Pick it up wherever you get your books. Bill Oreilly, we'll talk next week.